Hey there, welcome back to another episode on the athomedive YouTube channel. As always, my name is Joey and today we're in the kitchen making something fantastic. Today we have carrot cake. So sit back, hit that subscribe button, and let's dive right in. Alright friends, so on the counter today we have a pretty simple list of ingredients here. We're going to start with 2.5 cups of AP flour. In the little bowl here we have 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 3/4 teaspoon of kosher salt, 1/2 teaspoon of ground ginger, and 1/4 teaspoon of ground nutmeg. We have 12 ounces of room temperature softened butter back here, along with 1 cup of brown sugar and 1/2 cup of granulated white sugar. Here, of course, we have carrots. These are finely grated, as you can see, just on a box grater, and we have 3 cups of those. We have 1/2 cup of raisins, 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, 1/2 cup of water, 3 eggs that are also at room temperature, 1 cup chopped walnuts, and then we have 2 10-inch pans here that have been buttered and then floured. And as you can see, they are lined with parchment paper at the very top. So these are going to be the things we're going to need. We're going to get our oven set here to go at 350 degrees, and we're going to start making the cake. First thing we're going to do today is we're going to take all the spices, the leaveners, and the salt. We're going to add them to the flour, and we're going to mix that well. Then we're simply just going to set that aside for now, and we'll come back to that later. Now it's time to cream the butter with the sugar. So to get started with that process, what we're going to do here, we're just going to whip the butter until it's fluffy. And then we're going to add in the sugars and do it again. Alright, so now we've whipped the sugar and butter together. It's been about 4 minutes there. And it's time that we go ahead and add in the eggs one at a time. And we're going to do this while the mixer's running still. Now that the eggs are in and fully incorporated, we're going to go ahead and add in the water, the vanilla extract, the carrots, raisins, and the walnuts. And we're going to mix it for a few more minutes. Those things are fully incorporated. We're going to go ahead and slowly start adding in the flour while we leave the mixer running. So we have our previously mentioned cake pans here, and we're just going to divide this out to the 2. Alright, so there we have it. We're ready to go into the oven. We're going to go ahead and place these into our preheated oven. We're going to come back and check on them in about 20 minutes to rotate. While the cake's in the oven, this gives us a chance to throw together the icing real fast. So we're going to make a traditional cream cheese icing. We have 4 ounces of room temperature butter, 8 ounces of room temperature cream cheese, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and 2 cups of powdered sugar. So let's get started. The first thing we're going to do is beat the cream cheese and butter together until they're soft and smooth. Now we're going to go ahead and add in the vanilla extract and beat it until incorporated. So once all ingredients are incorporated well and the icing's beat completely smooth like that, it's ready to go. So we're going to go ahead and just set this aside at room temperature. That way it's nice and malleable whenever the cake's ready. It's been about 30 minutes here, and as you can see, the cakes have risen and they look great. If you insert a toothpick and pull it out, it's nice and clean. So that means that they're ready. So we're going to let these cool down, and we're going to come back in about 20 minutes and take a look. We've given the cake a little while to cool off now. What we're going to do here is we're just going to flip one onto a plate here. And as you can see, we've got a fairly even layer to start with here. So we're just going to go ahead and set it aside, and we're going to try to set the other one over onto the cutting board here. And the reason we set it over as opposed to flipping it over is because now what we're going to do is we're just going to take a knife and trim it so that the cake's pretty even. If you don't get it perfect, it's not a big deal. Then we switch again. This time, we're going to put a little bit right in the middle and rub it to the outsides. We're going to go ahead and ice the cake. Now that we have some icing down, we're just going to go ahead and place the other layer of the cake right on top. Then we're going to put the rest of the icing on. So that wraps us up on how to make carrot cake with cream cheese icing. Comment below and let me know how yours turns out. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great day.